Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a full wear test on some products from the Hailey's Beauty line. So I went ahead and prepped my skin. I started off by using my Paula's Choice Exfoliate 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. I wanted to try some products from the Hailey's Beauty line. I know Juicy Jazz talks about it a lot, and very recently Taylor Wynn has been talking about this line nonstop. So I have their the Restart Mineral Makeup Loose Powder Foundation. Mine is in the shade Fair Light. I have the what is this? What are you? It's concealer, but I'm trying to tell you what the actual, here we go. Revive Concealer Cream in the shade Fair Neutral. And then I have the Reinvent BB Drops Tinted Marula Face Oil, and this is in the shade Fair Cool. So this is what we're going to be playing with today. Now, this is going to be kind of a two-part thing, because today I'm going to apply these products in my normal way, using the normal products that I would use, and then we're going to try it again in a couple days with the primer, mainly because I ordered the primer with this, but it did not ship at the same time. So I do want to try it again with the actual Hailey's Beauty primer. So like I said, today I prepped my face with the exfoliate from Paula's Choice, and then I went in with my Can Make Mermaid Skin Gel UV blah 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 sunscreen. So now we are going to go in with my Hard Candy Smoothing Primer Balm and go ahead and prep the face here. I like to just take a sponge that doesn't have my hair on it, dip it into the product, and then just press it in to my cheeks, basically my entire T-zone area. Alright, and then after I've pressed it in, I will go in with my hands and kind of make sure that everything is blended in. Okay, so there is that. So I actually did play with this the other day because I was trying to figure out how best to use it. So when I was watching Taylor Wynn, she applied it with a brush. So I have my NYX Professional Makeup Foundation brush. And she did say you want to shake this up because it is mixed with marula oil. So you gotta shake it listen. Anyway, today we're drinking a V8 Sparkling Energy Lemon Lime. These are not bad. It's not as good as a strawberry kiwi. It doesn't have that same punch, but it's not bad. It'll do the trick. All right, I think that's good enough. So then this top part, if you can see this top part, you squeeze, and that's how you get the product out. And she just squeezed it straight onto her face. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, I know that this says Fair Cool, but honestly, if you ask me, it looks a little yellow. So let's go ahead and blend that out and see what kind of coverage we can get from just that amount of product. Alright, I'm going to switch to a sponge on my nose because that brush was not doing me any favors on my nose area. So let's just go ahead and take this sponge and lightly tap over everything to make sure everything is pressed in and blended. So here's half my face with and the half of my face without. So you obviously can see that it has covered up my redness. It definitely does have a glow to it, can you see just a little bit of glow that's coming through right there? It's not looking the best between my eyebrows. It looks a little dry right here. Ooh, let's bring you down and focus you. It's looking a little dry right here in the corner of my nose, but on my actual cheek and face, it looks really nice. And I don't feel like I used a lot of product. Like, as you've seen, I was just like beep, boop, 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 with a couple dots, and this is the coverage that we're getting. Also, ignore my hair. I have to wash it tonight. There was just no doing anything with it except putting it up and getting it out of the way. All right, let's go ahead and finish the other side. So now that both sides are complete, let me take a look here. I am noticing that it doesn't look so great on my cheeks or on my nose. Now my question is, did my hard candy primer affect it, and will using the Haley's Beauty primer change it when we try it next time? But like right here looks so nice. Like, can you see kind of the natural glow that's coming through? My forehead looks nice. Like I said, it looks really rough just where I put the hard candy primer. So I'm interested to try it with the Haley's primer and see if there's any change. For the Haley's concealer, I want to try one side with my NYX hydratouch primer because my under eyes have been pretty dry lately. And I thought, well, this is a good day to test out if this makes any difference in the wear of the concealer. So we're only gonna do one eye with this, and then we'll leave the other eye and just try the concealer on its own to see how it covers and how it wears. All right, I'm gonna let that dry down. We'll go ahead and do the other side. Again, this is in the shade, is the shade not on the packaging? Oh, Fair Neutral. It's an interesting package. Like, I don't think I have any concealers that are shaped like this. Okay, it's got just a tiny little doe foot. Here we go. Smells like paint. Not a bad scent. It's not as strong as like what you get from the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, but yeah, it does smell like paint just a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and blend this side out. Okay, I'll take my finger and just kind of melt that in a little bit more. Now, something I'm noticing is, because I am kind of hot and sweating, it's already breaking apart on my nose right there. So let me kind of try to tap that out a little bit. Okay, that's not bad. I feel like you can see a little bit of my purple coming through, but it definitely is creamy. Like, it is hydrating, which is exciting. I wonder what the claims on this are. This creamy lightweight concealer offers natural buildable coverage that erases all signs of tired eyes and brightens the complexion. The unique flat face applicator ensures uniform application and a flawless finish, plus light diffusing technology and peptides help to soften the appearance of fine lines so skin looks soft, smooth, and useful. Okay, well, we're gonna find out. All right, let's go ahead and do the other eye. Now again, this eye does have the hydratouch primer. All right, and blend it out. Okay, on both sides, sorry, I patted my eyes, now they're watering. On both sides, it looks a little bit dry toward the outer corner. However, I feel like on this side with the hydratouch primer, I got a little bit more coverage of my purple. I don't know what that is, but I kind of feel like this eye is a little bit more concealed than this eye. However, both eyes right here on this outer corner look a little bit dry. Okay, so I'm gonna pat out my nose again. I have a hard time keeping product on my nose. So now we are gonna set everything with the Haley's the Mineral Makeup Loose Powder Foundation. Achieve natural looking breathable coverage and an elegant satin finish with this revolutionary loose powder foundation. The formula feels weightless yet builds instantly from sheer to medium coverage to help camouflage all skin imperfections and soften the appearance of fine lines. Uniquely formulated with cap stuff. The foundation helps to purify the complexion and restore skin's radiance. All right, so I'm going to tap some in here. Ooh, that's got a little yellow tint to it too. All right, so let's go ahead and set the under eyes. Taking that on my concealer brush from e.l.f. Just going to lightly tap that. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Wow, okay, that really did smooth, and I feel like it added a little bit of coverage. Let's go ahead and set the rest of the face. I'm excited to see what this does on my nose. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, and then the rest of the face, I'm going to tap out a little bit more and just pat the rest of the face. Ooh. Uh-oh. I don't think I like it. Uh-oh. Yeah, that took away all the shininess. And I'm not putting a lot of product. I'm using a, this large diffuse brush. Nope, Mayday. Don't like that. Love it under my under eyes so far. Not so much on the face. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Alright, here's the finished look. I forgot to mention, sorry about the background, I'm currently washing sheets. Also, I didn't read to you the claims on the BB drops. So let me do that quickly. It says, achieve an effortless, no makeup look with these weightless, superfluid BB drops, supplemented with marula oil, which is rich in antioxidants and a bunch of other stuff. Deliver sheer everyday coverage with a glowing finish while replenishing dehydrated skin. Plus its slim and super portable design, convenient for travel and touch-ups on the go. So that was the claims on the BB drops. Okay, so for the rest of my makeup, I just went in with L'Oreal True Match Lumi bronzer. I used my BH Vanilla Cream Truffle blush palette, and I used this shade down here in the bottom. And then for highlighter, I used my Believe Beauty Get Glowing Highlight and Contour Palette for light to medium skin tones. And I used this highlighter. I had to go in very sparingly because honestly, for a light to medium skin tone, that highlighter is way too dark. But I wanted to carry over with the gold on my eyelids. For mascara, I used the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. And for lips, I have the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Stone. So that's the finished look, and I did finish up by spraying my Catrice Prime and Fine Spray. So let's get the mirror and see what we're working with. Alright, off the bat, sorry, that was a piece of tissue. Off the bat, it is breaking apart on my nose already, especially on the top of my nose. It looks a little cakey and crusty around the edges of my lips. It does look a little drying right in the center of my eyes. Everywhere else looks nice. Where I think I went wrong was applying that powder all over. Now under my under eyes, I think that the powder worked well. Let's see. Alright, it's already settling into my fine lines, but I mean, that's part of having, under eyes, whatever. I think I do like this side with the Hydratouch primer just a little bit more, but I think I liked putting the powder over the concealer. I don't think I liked putting the powder all over my face. It took away that glow from the BB drops. So we're gonna wear this. It's currently 1, so I'm gonna try for 9 o'clock. and then we'll come back and see what we think. But then there's going to be a part 2 where I probably won't show you the whole application and everything. I'll show you the primer, obviously. I'll show you the primer, the products, and then we'll probably do another wear test and see if the actual Hailey's Beauty primer changes the way that the foundation wears. So this is day 1, part 1, and I will see you back here in a few hours. So it's been an hour since I finished that, and it's completely broken apart. Well, first of all, I'm sweating because I had an issue outside with some baby birds that I tried to save. So anyway, I mean, it has just, hang on. Some of that is me trying to save it with a blotting sheet, but yeah. It's just completely broken apart on me. I mean, there's nothing left to salvage of the foundation, BB drops, whatever. And this just came in the mail, so this is the primer. So I think we're just gonna have to scrap today and try again, because there's nothing left to salvage. I mean, it just has completely broken apart, came off my face. Yeah, so take 2. Okay, so it's the same day, obviously. I'm in the same clothes and everything. Well, when I went out to get the mail, my primer came. But let me show you this. Do you see that? How broken up that is now? This came from Amazon, not Hailey's Beauty. So I went ahead and decided to try it though, but that is definitely going back. Like, ew, that's disgusting. It's very silicone-y. It has dimethicone. It has dimethicone, cross polymer, dimethicone, silica, dimethico, vinyl dimethicone, cross polymer, dimethyl, blah, 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 dimethicone, P8, blah, blah, blah. So it is a very silicone-based primer. So I went ahead and put on that primer. I went ahead and did the BB drops again. Went in with the Hailey's Beauty concealer, used the hydratouch on one side, not on the other. I set my under eyes with this Hailey's powder, but I did not set the rest of my face with it. I went ahead and just used my Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder. So I started doing my bronzer, and I already noticed that it is breaking apart right here. Like, I'm not even done doing my makeup, and it's already breaking apart. My nose looks a lot better this time using this powder instead of the Hailey's powder. My chin is already breaking apart. My forehead looks nice. But yeah, my chin's already breaking apart, and it's already breaking apart like right here on my cheeks. And then I am going to try the BB drops one more time, like using just my products. You know, my primers, my foundation, my powder, all that kind of stuff. Like using all my normal products and just testing the BB drops. So we're going to give those one more chance, and then we will have final thoughts on this whole Hailey's Beauty product testing. So we are day 2, attempt number 3. If you're curious as to what's on my eyes, I tried to follow a Raw Beauty Christie tutorial for the Honey palette. If you're interested in seeing that completed look, I'll link it for you up here. So what I've done is I prepped my skin with my Catrice spray. I did one side of my face with my smoothing primer balm. I decided to try on the other side my Hard Candy hydrating primer, which is basically a dupe for the Milk gripping primer, but more hydrating. So that's on this side. This is on this side. So I also want to try the BB drops with a brush, a different brush, and a sponge. So I think I'm going to try the BB drops with like this cat paw foundation brush, and then on the other side I'm going to try with a sponge. So third and final attempt, here we go. I glitter all over my face from that eyeshadow. So there is the hydrating primer side. Now let's go ahead and try the other side with the pore filling primer. Okay, so now I need to go back in and fix my eyebrow. I was trying out the L'Oreal Micro Ink Pen again. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Benefit like microblading pencil. And it does give a similar effect, I think, but it's a little too wet. That's my only complaint. It's a little too wet, and then I did have to go in and fill some sparse spots with my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. Okay, I've already decided I'm not into the concealer. So I'm going to use one I know and trust, the Revlon Candid Concealer in the shade 005. Okay. You guys, I'm not even done setting my makeup, and it's already like breaking apart on my chin. It's already lifting off right here. Like it can't handle my sweat. I don't even really think we need to do a wear test. The moral of the story is this is all going back. Like the BB drops just are not working for me. That primer, as you've seen, is a hot mess, and so I will be definitely sending that back because that didn't even come in the right texture that it's supposed to be. The concealer really didn't do much for me now. The powder, I realized because I was watching Juicy Jazz last night, her powder is not, I got the wrong one. This is the Restart Mineral Makeup Powder, and the one she has is different. I can't remember what the title of it is, but it's just a finishing powder. So this is definitely going back as well because the only place I liked it is under my eyes. So all of those will be going back, and I'm going to have to say that this is a thumbs down for me because, I mean, again, I'm not even done with my makeup, and it's already separating into my pores. It's breaking up right here. My chin is breaking up. Yeah, like it can't handle. It cannot handle this. So that is it for this very thorough foundation review. I hope you will like and subscribe, come back for more content, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. You don't own me. Young and forever free. No, you don't own me. I'm young, and I love to be young and free, and I love to be free to live my life the way that I want, to say and do whatever I please.